No matter how I look at it, it's your guys' fault I'm not popular. Story of my life. Look at the views. Look at the views on this video. Look at the views on all my other videos. Crazy shadow band. Because they're afraid. They're afraid of the truth. Actually, I'm just joking. This manga, volume 16, completely different story from the beginning of the manga. It's somewhat the same character, but the organization or the something went wrong here. Tomoko is no longer the main character. That girl right there, she is a side character now. There is so much dialogue. There are so many girls in this manga. So many of our friends, which about 90% of I'm gonna spoil I'm gonna spoil it a little bit. I'm gonna spoil it because it's the fucking 16th volume, man. You ain't gonna get anything brand new anymore. Go read volumes 1, 2, and 3. Those are my favorite. And volume 13 is good. So those four are my favorite. Once you get past volume 13 and you're starting to climb up there, it's a different manga. It's a different might as well be named something else. It should be called, I don't know what the hell you call it, but this is a crazy. It's one of those mangas that's very hard to explain because it's extremely complicated. But complication aside, it was kind of hard and kind of boring to read it. Took me a few days to gather the urge to read it. I read a good chunk of it right away because I was curious. I think I skipped volume 15. I thought I had it, but I don't have it. So I skipped 15. It don't matter. 16 is its own thing. Every volume past 13 is like its own individual episode. It's like like its own little novella, like little soap opera. So it's basically like an episode of a television show. So you could really, if you read volume 13, it gives you good introduction of all the characters. Like there's like 13 female characters and maybe one or two boy characters. So 16, pretty boring. But it's like, all right, it's boring, but it's different. It's what do you expect it, man? This could go on forever. It's basically just normal days with the school. I mean, you could go pretty fucking deep. You could go deep with this fucking book. Like if you had a like I don't know if it's geared more towards women or for men, but at first it was like kind of unisex. Now it's kind of like maybe it might be geared more towards women, but men could still read this. Um, if you, it's almost like a man. If you're a man reading this, it's almost like you're watching a soap opera. It is entertaining. It is very interesting. It is extremely complicated. It's just like it might be a genius work of art, or it might be the biggest piece of shit ever. But I'm leaning more towards genius than piece of shit, cuz you have about 13 female characters in here and they all have their own different personality and they all have their different experiences with Tomoko. But there's just so many fucking characters and situations that things get extremely complicated. I don't know how the hell they keep track of all these characters, but it's never a dull moment. They're always doing something. it's kind of exhausting how, I don't know if it almost seems like she actually got popular. So she's not extremely popular, but a good chunk of people know her, and she has quite a bit of buzz around her. She's creating a reputation. Um, she talks to a lot of girls, and she's just a completely different person than what she started with. It is completely night and day almost. And kind of feel like I'm losing the original character Tomoko, which I loved. This is like a grown, more mature Tomoko. So, in a way, it's still pretty cool, pretty interesting. Still want to read more, still want to see what else happens. But she is no longer like the focal point, the complete focal point of a series. There's like there's pages and pages of this where she's not even in here. And it's just other girls talking about her or talking about other things, and it's just weird. The one thing I do not like about this is that the girls that she's with, this is a spoiler, so the friends that she's with or she chooses or like just end up being around her, it's almost everything is accidental. They're all bitches. They're all like the worst fucking scum human beings you could possibly think of. And I'm thinking, when she was a loner, did she have it better when she was alone? Or did she have it better when she had friends? But in both cases, they're both pretty bad. I'm wondering if that's what they're trying to portray, that if you're a loner, you don't talk to nobody. If you're miserable, you're going to be miserable. If you have friends, you could also be miserable with a lot of friends. So, I don't know, it's a very complicated one. As far as like ratings, what would I rate this manga? Out of all the mangas I've read, like JoJo and all that stuff, where would this rank? So rank pretty low. So this would probably be like for me, since I'm a fan of this manga and I've been reading most of it, and the character stuck with me for so long. For me, I would rate it a 6 out of 10. But if I was to, like, if I put myself in someone else's shoes who's never read this manga and just read this one, I would put it like at a 4 out of 10. I like it more because this is my personally favorite manga, and I'm gonna get a few, and it's just so complicated that I don't know how to explain it, but it's pretty fucking dense. It's thinner than most mangas. It's not as thick as the regular ones. Look, this is a regular one, and this is the other one. It's thinner. There's not that many. There's not that many jokes in there either. There was a few funny ones, but a lot of the jokes are falling flat. So for a normal person, I would say this is a 4 out of 10. So 4 out of 10. It's not going to be the best manga you ever read. It's not going to be groundbreaking, but there's just so much of it. You could really, like, depending on how you read, you could take your time with this because it's very dense. You could basically cut this up into like eight 8 days of reading and shit like that. But I like to read it all in one go. So it was pretty easy to digest. Once you get flowing with it, then it's easy to read. The art is not bad at all. Like, there was some art that I seen on here that I was like, holy shit. They captured Twilight. Like, not Twilight, but like the golden hour. Let me see if I could do it. gonna spoil something, but I was like, holy shit, they're really good at drawing the evening, like late. They're good at drawing. Damn, too bad I can't find. Oh, this one right here. Well, it's gonna spoil it because of the title. But I just stared at that. I was just staring at that. I'm like, holy shit, really cool, man. Like, you can. They drew like the Twilight. And they're really good at creating Twilight. Look at this one right here. Twilight is an insane, either Twilight or Golden Hour in black and white, which there, if you pay attention to the art, if you really pay attention to the art is fucking good. It seems basic. Seems basic, like basic art, but every so often, they fucking knock one out of the park, man. So, they know what they're doing, man. It's a pretty complete volume. All the volumes past 13 are complete. Like every volume is really complete. It's dense, it's well thought out, it's got all, it's structured, everything, it's like tightly knit. That's why I say it's a work of genius, but not everything is going to be like super exciting and funny and hilarious. Sometimes you're just going to go with the flow and it's just going to tell you a story, and maybe maybe that's how it's designed, but I like the manga so far. So, but as far as this episode, I mean this volume, I don't strongly recommend you read it.